Good morning. It is 6:37 a.m. on Thursday, September 1st, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Uh, yep, that's pretty much it. I was out late last night, relatively speaking, because I went to see some improv shows. As part of the class I am currently taking, which is Advanced Herald, I went to see Herald Knight. See? See? It makes sense, right? Um, you might not know what a herald is. Um, I don't know why I keep doing eyebrow stuff. Uh, Herald is something. I think I've actually described these in the videos before, but probably it's been a while. So, Herald is a structure of improv show. It is usually designed for around 7 people to do and take about half an hour. And the basic concept is that you start you start with a some sort of a group opening, and there are lots of different formats this could take. But generally, the purpose of it is to just kind of play around a little bit and establish three kind of basic ideas. Now, this is not something where you're going to come out with like a bulleted list at the end, but ideally, the group should be aware of three general basic ideas. Then you move on to what's called the first beat. And that just means you do three ideas that are inspired by the three ideas. Do three scenes that are inspired by the three ideas that you got in your opening. And those would be like 1A, 1B, 1C. And then you do another kind of group game where you just play some sort of a short form, quick game or activity to kind of, cleanse the palate, so to speak. And then you move on to the second beat. And the second beat, you're going to have a 2A, 2B, 2C. And the idea there is that you kind of iterate or continue to develop the idea that you established in your first beat. So, for example, if you have a first beat, like a 1A scene, where a couple of people are waiting for a bus, and it seems like it's taking a long time, and that's just sort of the structure. Then you might have a second beat scene where two scientists are waiting for the results of an experiment that will tell them whether or not they will save the world. So the idea is you might take the same structure, or the same theme, or the same kind of character dynamic. The idea is that you just, 2A comes from 1A, 2B comes from 1B, 2C comes from 1C. And then you do a second group game, and then you have the third beat. And the third beat, in principle, you have a 3A, 3B, 3C, but at that point, the idea is that you're combining things. So you might have a character from the 1A scene show up to the 2B setting, and so then you're kind of mixing and matching at that point and trying to tie stuff together in what is hopefully an entertaining and satisfying way. It was a fun show. Technically, Herald Night at ImprovBoston, you have two shows. So it's 7:30 show is Top Shelf, which has 3 acts. And last night, only one of them was actually a herald specifically in terms of that structure. One of them was also an Armando, which is basically scenes based on monologues. And then one of them was kind of herald light, but kind of a looser structure. It wasn't really rigidly adhering to it. But then there was the Fresh Blend show, which was the 9:30 show. And that had a Herald first act and then what's called the long form jam. And that's where just anybody can sign up to get up for a little while and do some scenes with a group. And so I participated in that as well. And I played a construction worker who was sad that the other construction workers didn't seem to like them. That was one thing. And so it was good. It was a fun evening. I had a good time. I, studied, watching experienced improvisers doing heralds and other types of scenes. And yeah, it was good. But I was also out considerably later than my typical routine would have me, and a little bit sleepy. Not that I'm not always sleepy when I do these videos, because I've always just like freshly woken up. But, a little bit more even than usual. However, I'm excited because today's last day of work before holiday weekend. And while sometimes I would be going to Dragon Con this weekend, I was trying to save a little more money this year, so I wasn't going to go to that. But I am going to go visit some of my friends down in Maryland, and I'm going to bring Luna with me. So tomorrow, this time, I will be preparing to drive down there and spend the weekend with friends. So I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes and let you know how that's going.